Hey guys, Qortal Justin here. I hope you're doing well. In this video, we're going to be talking about Qort.Games. Qort.Games is a semi-decentralized application showcasing the power of the Qortal browser extension. More specifically, it's a minigame app where you can play Connect 4 with many more minigames to come. The Qortal browser extension works at handling payment transactions within the application. At the moment, the winner of 2 out of 3 matches will win 0.25 Qort, which is waged at the beginning of the game. We also have a bi-weekly contest where players must win the most matches within the hour. These are held Wednesdays and Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern. So now that we know what Qort.Games is, let's dive in deeper and explore further. Let's look at the rules for Connect 4 now. So the objective of Connect 4 is to make 4 pieces in a row, either horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. You must accomplish that while at the same time preventing your opponent from doing so. Therefore, the objective is quite simple. Use your pieces to make 4 in a row before your opponent can. Here are some additional rules to consider. At the beginning of the game, there is a 0.25 Qort wager that is requested. Once you found an opponent, you have 90 seconds to pay that wager. Failure to do so means you will be banned from playing for 24 hours. The games work best out of 2 out of 3, meaning you must win 2 games in order to win the entire match. You also start with 2 minutes on your timer. If your timer goes to 0, you automatically lose that game. Let's talk about some tips and tricks now. The first tip is to try to control the middle column. To do so means you'll have much more opportunity to make 4 in a row, since the middle column is the easiest to connect with. Another tip to think about is to think a few moves ahead. Connect 4 is a little bit like chess or checkers, whereby if you're placing a piece, you should know how your opponent's going to react to you placing that piece. And therefore, you should think how they will react so that you can think 2 moves ahead at least. Another thing to consider is to watch your timer. The 2-minute clock does go down really quickly, so it's important to keep an eye on it so that it doesn't go to 0 and that you automatically lose for lack of time. And then the last trick is to not let your opponent place 3 in a row. This might seem logical, but while you're playing, you tend to forget this. If your opponent makes 3 in a row, you are definitely already in a vulnerable position and are likely to lose the game, especially if they control a lot of the center column. So be aware of that. And the last thing to consider is to join our Discord, where we're going to be talking about Connect 4 and many more mini games to come. So if you haven't done so already, join our Discord. I'm going to pin the link in the comments below. Now let's go take a look at Qort.Games and seeing how if we could start a real game of Connect 4. Okay, so we found an opponent for our match. The first modal you're going to encounter is the opponent found modal. Here you'll be asked to make the 0.26 Qort wager to play. Be aware that you have 90 seconds to make the payment. If after 90 seconds you do not make the payment, you'll be banned for 24 hours from playing on Qort.Games. So you make payment by clicking on Send Qort. The Qortal browser extension window is going to appear and ask for confirmation for the 0.26 Qort payment. So we are going to accept, and the game will begin right after. So here we are. This is the game, and as you can see, we both have 2 minutes on our timer, and the timer begins once you make the first move. So if you're playing first, you always want to play in the center column, as it's the best move you can make as player 1. And I will try to talk strategy as I play and give some tips along the way. So you always want to try to be thinking ahead and seeing what your opponent is playing, and also preventing him from making 3 in a row. Always keep that in mind. And also always trying to control the middle as well. The middle column is very important. Oh, you see, I didn't see it there. It was a good play on his part. I had not seen it. Now he's gonna. That was round 1. Now we have round 2, which is as I explained earlier, a best 2 out of 3 match. Here you have to always watch out not to let him put 3 in a row at the bottom. Okay, so we won the second match. Now the final round will determine the winner of the entire match. Oh wow, he did really well on that one. Good for him. He really played it well. So now we lost the match. At the end, you'll be encountered with a you won or you lost screen, and you could either choose to play again or to go back home. For the sake of this tutorial, we're gonna just go back home, but be aware that you can play again as well. And there you have it. That is a quick demonstration of Connect 4 on Qort.Games. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to learn more about the Qortal browser extension, visit Qortal.dev/extension. Or join our Discord, where you can chat with other passionate members of the Web3 community, or of Qortal in general. Take care, see you there.